Okay, let's just jump right into it. I call this the Balloon Pop Final Boss. This is the Balloon Pop Final Boss.
Trying to see where your mind is. So I'm gonna let you ask the question because you are the initiator, and I'll follow that.
Okay. So, what does your initial first date look like with a man?
My initial first date is asking him where he wants to bring me, and daytime, is he a planner? So I will know kind of where he's at and what he has in store and what type of life I would be walking into. So my initial first date would be up to the man. I would not want to be the one planning that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I wasn't saying like plan. Like, what type of stuff would you like to do on the first date? As far as, are you
I want to
into?
do what he wants to do.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I'm there to learn him, and
Yeah.
I'm there to know him,
But he got to learn you too, though.
and he'll learn me when I walk into his world.
Okay. God damn. Okay.
But walk into my world first.
Hmm.
I'm not providing a world for you. So
Not at all.
my world really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It matters to the extent of what have I cultivated?
Yeah.
Have I nurtured my world? Where can my world take him, right?
Hmm.
When I enter his world. So
Right.
that's why I won't present the preconceived notion of what I want to do, because he might show me something new. And now I just
Right.
limited myself
Yeah.
to what I'm already exposed to, and I never gave him a chance to step me into his world. So
So what she's saying so far sounds excellent. Many guys are on social media and they're like, she crazy, don't fall for it, all of this stuff. I'm gonna say this, right? What she's saying so far sounds good, in my opinion. She's basically letting the man be the lead, and she's saying that I'm coming into your world, you're going to show me, and I'm going to follow. So what she says sounds good. Now, in practice, is she doing this? I don't know. I find that most women say great things until you actually sit down and talk with them, and you'll find that it's not the case. So if I was a man and I went on a date with her, I would simply ask her, what does her day-to-day life look like? Like, what does her day-to-day life look like? And that will give you a good indication of if she practices what she preaches. Because a lot of times women will say one thing but live a certain way. So in my opinion, if you truly feel this way, then you are living like a wife, even though you aren't married. Same with the man living like a husband, even though he is not married. He that findeth a wife findeth a good thing. So the woman is already being a wife when the man discovers her. So this woman, what she says sounds great. I just don't know if she puts this into practice, but she seems very confident in what she's saying. She's not stuttering. She seems very assured. So I will take her at her word right now, although most of the comments are saying that she is crazy and these are actual red flags. But let's continue.
Damn. Okay. Can we bring her up here or what?
Do you have any questions for him?
well, my question is, what is important to you, the most thing important to you in terms of a goal? And do you love and fear God? Do you want marriage? Do you want children? Do you already have kids? Are you fertile? I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot to
Am I
there's
fertile?
see. It's a real thing.
Right.
No, there's a lot to unpack,
Right.
which I was trying to let you unpack.
Yo, I ain't mad at her because I ain't mad. I mean, you want a man that's fertile. I mean, I'm not upset with what she's saying because listen, you want a man that is fertile. I'm not knocking that. She asked him, what's your goal? She asked him, did he believe in God? She asked him, was he fertile? These are all important questions to ask a man. So I can't knock her questions because the questions she's asking are valid. They are. I can't knock it. I cannot knock the questions that she's asking him.
But now we're here.
So now
So what's the first do you
I would say pick one, you know?
I don't have kids.
Mhm.
I'm not against marriage at all. I will if I find the right one, because I feel like at today's time people get married for all the wrong reasons.
Mhm.
They get married to impress other people or to make it seem like they're up here when really behind closed doors they down here. So for the right person, I will do that. As far as children go, if my person wants kids, that's what it is,
Mhm.
and I'm definitely with that.
And your relationship with the Lord.
Absolutely, God-fearing man,
Okay.
baptized Christian, all of that.
What does that relationship look like?
I pray every day. Yeah, I'm a praying man.
Okay, can I say this? So when dealing with Black men, you're going to have to knock off at least 10 years because Black men suffer from arrested development. They do. And you're going to have to knock off at least 10 years. So whatever age he is, just subtract it by 10, and that's really where he's going to be at. Not to say these guys don't have potential and they won't do right and they won't be great, but I'm just saying when you meet them, they're 10 years behind in their development. That's largely due to the culture. The culture stagnates the growth of Black men. I mean, Black culture stagnates the growth of Black men, mentally, physically, and spiritually. Well, really mentally and spiritually. But his answers were not good because they weren't assertive answers. So in other words, he should have said, yes, listen, I believe in God. I'm a God-fearing man. That's how I live my life. When it comes to marriage, yes, I want to find a wife. I want to be married. I want to be in covenant under God. Like, he should be assertive in his answers. The problem is that his answers are pretty much, if the wind blows here, I'll go here. If the wind blows there, I'll go there. And so his answers weren't assertive, which means those things aren't truly in his heart. And she can see that. Because as assertive as she is and sure as she is, she's looking for that same thing in a man, even more than what she has. So his answers were not good for her, and I understand why, because he was very vague and I don't know, he just wasn't assertive with his answers. And he didn't seem confident in his answers either. I like what he said about the marriage thing, but also he should have followed up with, I want my marriage to be like this and not that. That would have been a better answer. And I think that if he would have been more assertive, he would have had a better chance with her, in my opinion.
God-fearing man.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm gonna pop.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. And why'd you end up popping?
I'm popping because I think you know where you stand and where you're at. I think you love your pants.
Y'all, I'm gonna go viral for these pants, man.
Look, I don't
Yeah.
want you
Mhm.
to get rid of your pants because I'm not gonna want the pants, you know? So I want you to stay true to who you are, continue being honest with who you are, because there is a woman that will love your pants down, okay?
And the reason why she's focusing on his pants is because the pants are symbolizing who he is. He wore these pants on Balloon Pop, which is saying, this is a part of who I am, my personality. And so these pants mean something. Just like she came in on a red dress, flower in her hair, natural, she wants to convey a certain type of message to a man. And so when she says you love your pants, what she's saying is that this is who you are. I can't rock with it because it's not just the pants, it's the shirt, it's the tattoos, it's the hair, it's everything. And she's like, I can see that you aren't focused like I want my man to be focused. And guess what? I understand what she's saying and I can see what she's saying. The guys in the comments that most of them are disagreeing with her is because they don't have any good sense. She knows what type of guy this is. Not saying he's a bad guy, but that for her life, she needs a leader, a man that's first following God and then can lead her. Like I said before, God, purpose, then the woman. And so that's what she's looking for. He's not going to provide that for her. Not saying he can in the future, but not right now. And so I understand why she popped the balloon, because his answers, and she said, you know exactly what you want, meaning he's giving vague answers because he doesn't want to disqualify himself. That's why. And so instead of just saying what it is, she can sense that. Let's continue.
And she just won't be, me. And that's okay. That's okay. But at least you were able to, let me know what's up, and I got the vibe, and it's clear.
Right.
And thank you so much. I really appreciate you.
Thank you.
Seriously.
You know,
Appreciate
is
that.
she someone that's your type?
Yeah.
Thank
Definitely.
you.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Now, the vibe I get from this young lady, the vibe I get, and I could be wrong, but the vibe I get from her is that she is on. Blow her screen back up so I can get a better look at her. So we can look at her face to face. So the vibe I get from her is that she's serious. That's the vibe I get. A lot of times you meet a woman and she's really, really dedicated to the things of the Lord, like she's really sold out for it. She's going to seem kind of crazy because she's running everything past the time she spent with God. And I can tell she spends time with God, in my opinion. And so these kind of women are going to come off crazy until you have to sit down and get to know them because they're serious. You don't meet a lot of serious women today. And when they're serious about the Lord, they come off a little crazy. I don't think she's crazy. I just think her mind is made up on what type of man she wants in a relationship with God. And so it comes off a little insane. But she showed discernment right here. She showed wisdom, discernment, maturity. She wasn't disrespectful to him. And she basically saw him for who he was. And so I thought she did great, in my opinion. This is the type of woman that I believe would make a good wife. I don't think she's crazy. I just think that she's serious. And most folks that are sold out for the Lord seem crazy. They just do. And so that's my take on this. This is very popular, very viral. I was sent this video. Again, I could be wrong about her. I just think that she knows what she wants. And that type of woman is going to be intimidating to a man, especially if he don't have his stuff together and he's not ready to be married, he's not mature. So I recommend it all men, even to myself, to focus on God, your purpose, and then you go out there and find a wife. Listen, I love y'all and thank y'all so much for tuning in.